In today's video, we will be cooking some saltfish and spinach fritters in Jamaican patois and fritters in the US and other countries. This dish is a common breakfast food in Jamaica, but you can have it for lunch, dinner, or even as a snack. Now, if you have high blood pressure or you're watching your salt intake, you may be wondering if you can eat this dish. Yes, you definitely can. The tip is to soak the saltfish in water. You may have to change it a few times, or you can boil it to reduce the salt. Now, I have been a nurse for the past 20 years, and one of the things I have come to realize is that most of our health conditions or diseases can be prevented if we treat our food as medicine. I just chopped up my scallions and now I will be chopping some onions. And if you know anything about Jamaican cooking, you know we like to have lots of flavor in our food. I like to add lots of natural seasoning, especially onion, but if you don't like onion that much, you can always use less. Now I will be cutting up some tomato as well, and also some green peppers. If you don't like an ingredient, you can leave it out or replace it with something that you like. Now, this dish is not the healthiest when it's made the traditional way, because they use white flour and they may use not the best oil to fry it. But you can always use alternative ingredients. Instead of white flour, you can use whole wheat, you can use almond flour. They have so many varieties nowadays. And you can also use coconut oil or olive oil instead of corn oil. Now, as you can see, I gave my spinach a rough chop, and you can always use callaloo to replace the spinach. I couldn't get my hands on any, so I end up using spinach. In this clip, now you will see that I'm cutting up my saltfish in small cubes after it has been soaked and washed several times. Some people like to flake the saltfish, but either way is fine. You can chop it or flake it. Either one will work. Now that I've chopped and prepped my ingredients, let's move on to the flour. I am using unbleached flour for this dish, but you can use whole wheat or any other flour of your choice. I'm going to add a little tip of salt and some complete seasoning, because remember, the saltfish still have some salt left in it, so we don't want the dish to be too salty. I'm also adding black pepper and a little bit of cornmeal. That is optional. I like to put all the ingredients in the bowl before I add any liquid. You can use coconut milk, but I didn't have any on hand, so I will be using water to mix this batter. I just add my saltfish, and now I will be adding my natural seasoning to the flour. Now, what I like about this dish is that the combination of ingredients add a variety of nutrients to the dish, different vitamins and minerals. I have worked with many individuals over the years who have been able to control their chronic health condition by changing their diet. It is possible. Now, because I'm always looking for ways to boost my nutrient intake, I decided to add some spinach to the dish. A great alternative is callaloo, but I couldn't find any or didn't have any on hand, so spinach did the job. Now, let me tell you about spinach. Spinach is considered a superfood, and it is very rich in iron. So for all those people who always feel tired or your doctor tell you have anemia, spinach is a great source of iron, especially if you don't eat meat. Spinach is also rich in vitamin C, so when flu season come around, you might want to consider adding more spinach to your plate. Vitamin C boosts your immune system and help you fight off colds and flus. And even though you can take supplements, I prefer to get most of my nutrients, or as much of it as I can, from food. That's a delicious way to get your nutrients. I am adding as much spinach as I can to this batter, but you can use less if you choose. So for individuals who have diabetes or high blood sugar, this is definitely a dish you can try. Just change the flour. You don't have to use white flour. I will be frying these fritters, but you can also bake them if you want a healthier alternative. Or you can use coconut oil or olive oil to fry it, just to make it a little healthier. Now this saltfish and spinach fritters is loaded with nutrients, very rich in nutrients. It has the iron for energy from the spinach. It has protein for muscles, and that's from this saltfish. And it has omega-3 for brain health, which is also found in the saltfish. I don't know if you remember if you grew up in Jamaica and you were little, your parents used to give you cod liver oil. And cod liver oil, guess where it comes from? Cod, which is also known as saltfish in Jamaica. So omega-3 can protect the brain from age-related decline. Also it's improve brain function and memory. As we get older, sometimes we start to forget things. So this is a great way to help protect your brain. Omega-3 can also improve your mood and promote healthy skin and hair. Now I like to make my fritters crispy, but if you don't like them as crispy, just fry them for less time. Here you have it, delicious and healthy. And as usual, check out this clip from my beautiful island Jamaica. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.